Ah, my PC's frozen. Damn it, I can't see who's online. Back ya up, in your good. Oh, done it already. Cool. Alright, my computer is fucked and frozen. Thank you, James L. So, we've got a dry erase. I'm going to reset my computer very quickly because I can't see the comments or anything coming through. Unless it comes through on the PC. Oh. Okay, so hello and welcome to the RPR Rapid Pixel Racing Round 21 here in Brazil. I won't be doing no funny voice because I've got people in the chat with me as well today. I will be chatting maybe for a little bit with James Al and possibly Rob Sim Racer while they're going around. Currently Booker Bronco out on his lap at the moment. Once my computer resets, I will quickly read out all the standings for you guys, you lovely people. So Nevo was meant to join me today, but I don't know where the hell he's gone. Little letdown. But who we got on track? So we got Booker Broncos out on track, and we got DXT Carl on track. DXT Mr. Carl. Hey, Mrs. Carl, how you doing? Let's quickly get the standings up, and I'll read the standings very, very quickly while Rob's out on his lap. I'm very well. Bit tired, but all good. All good. Thanks for asking. Okay, so standings. There we go. That's what I need. That's the wrong standings. That's the one. Okay, I think it's pretty official now that Moylan has won the series, I believe. I think he's won the series. That's the race standards. Here we go. That's what I want. Okay, so Moylan, currently champion, 400 points, untouchable now. Johnny Stokes is in 704. Abby's losing touch a little bit. Then we have Scotty in 4th on 153. My Dutch face in 5th on 135. That guy Alex with 130 sitting in 6th. In 7th we have the Chubb, the Chubb man himself on 122. DXD James Al is sitting in 8th, tied with Eric. His teammate is in 11th with 41 of Wumax. Also in 11th with the same points is El Stefano, 41 points. Booker sits fastest time at the moment, 114.2. Where's Mr. Carl? He's going around now. 109. Must be the validation that one. So we'll stay on board with Carl. We're up to Speedy. Speedy is in 13th with 35 points. In 14th place we have Al Jadifa with 29. And then tied for 15th we have DXD Lulu, Hud Zojo and GGC all with 7 points. DXD Robson Racer is in 18th with 4 points. Come on Rob, get some more points mate. We're 19th we have DXD Carl with 1 point. Obviously his deal with Mrs. Moylan's is not paid off in dividends. I think the pressure's got to him this season. And then Booker Bronco currently with 0 points, still waiting for that elusive 10th place. Can he get it? Now what that does to the constructors. McLaren are in first place with 441 points. Basically it's Moylan and a bit of help from Stefano. In second place we have Red Bull with 383. In third place is the Ferrari with 364. Aston Martin are in fourth with 324. So again, another little tight battle going on for second with Red Bull, Ferrari and Aston Martin. In fifth place we have AlphaTauri with 288. Mercedes are in sixth with 137. Then we have the Alfa Romeo team in seventh with 39. Williams are just behind with 35. Haas are in 9th with 31, and Alpine are last with 14 points. So a couple of good scoring points for Speedy, GTC, Rob, Lulu, Carl, Al Jadifa, Hanzojo, Booker. That could change up that bottom completely. Right now, Maintenance is back on, and I'm all but good to go. So DXT James Al stepping it up at the moment with a 108.0. DXT Car 109.90. We have Rob 109.6, but Rob can do better than that because I just witnessed it. Then we have Neles B, who's reserving today, 110.4, and a Booker 113. There are people in the chat, so yeah, we've obviously got Rob, we've got DXT James Al, we've got Moises Moylan, we've got Craig as well. Hi Craig, how are you? Who else we got on a lap? Scotty. Let's go on with Scotty. A bit of a lock up there going into turn 1, but sweeps nicely through turns 2 and 3. Gets a bit on the curb. Oh, well held there from the Red Bull driver. That was very close to being off the track. So we'll jump on board with Erez, who is just behind. So Erez now, nice little break in there. No lock-ups at all. I'm Gucci. Guess what arrived in the mail today? These nuts. Got him. Yeah, come already. That was quick. Lovely corners in for Erez. Scotty moved out the way as he should. Difficult part of the track this. Very low traction. Easy to put your foot down a bit too early and lose the rear, but Erez handles that quite nicely. Final difficult braking area now as well. Again, another place where you can easily spin. Now it's full throttle all the way to the line. Currently 101, so can he get into that 108, 109 mark? Across the line, takes the shortest route possible. A 108.4 up into seconds. That is a great time from Erez. Well done from him. We'll jump back on board with Scotty now. Scotty has got the fuel to go around again. And he's run late again. Come on, Scotty. What are you doing, man? We're going on board with the champion, DXT Moyland. Be coming round the final corner now. Ish. That counts the corner? I suppose it does, I suppose. There we go. Full throttle all the way to the line. Doesn't go the shortest. 107.9. Unbelievable time. Good time from the champion there. His rival is coming round, starting on an outlap at the moment. So we'll jump on with Avi. They're currently fighting for second place in the standings. Just ahead of him is Johnny Stokes starting his lap. Avi will set a 108.0, which is good enough for third place. Beaten just by James Al there. Johnny Stokes now, jump on board Johnny. Johnny obviously lost out on the championship. He got the right number 2 car. That's probably what did it. Having number 2 on his car. Jinxed himself. There you go, as he goes round now. Lovely apex there. Changes up into 6th. No luck-ups at all from Johnny there. Makes it nice and smooth. I think that's called the pineapple the corner. I don't know why. It's pineapple's hitting me. Am I wrong? Am I right? Pineapple. Finally now, exiting Sector 2, entering Sector 3. He's got a bit of traffic in his way of his former team member Dutch Face. But now he is full throttle all the way now. Careful on that curb there, because it does cause some cars to spin. Oh, bit of a late gear change there. That could have cost him a few tenths of a second. And it's got up to second on a 107 point. Wow. Wow, that is ridiculously close. 0.004 seconds separate Moyland and Johnny. And I've got to say, I think it's that gear change. If Johnny didn't over-rev that car, that could have been a good for pole. Well, at least he's pole for this session anyway. Dutch Face, you saw they're having a little spin. We'll go on board with the McLaren teammate of El Stefano. During all that as well, Rob's gone up to 109.2, which is a big improvement from him. Much better. Will Max is a 109.4. Neles 110.1. GDC 110.2, Booker 112.3. Also got Joe as well, who has not set a lap yet, and if Elstefano invalidates there, he should have enough fuel to go around again. So I'll just check on board. A little trick that Rob taught me. No, oh, he got a fit at almost at 1.7. He might have enough. We'll do one more. In before Jack puts in a 106.6. I know that was ridiculous time he set in practice. 106.6 is unreal. The Dutch face will set a time here. Obviously, it's going to be a slow one because of that spin, but he'll start again. We'll jump on board with Joe, speed number 25, as he comes around the final straight. Well, I say straight, but not so straight. The other flags ahead of him, just the car get out of the way. Full throttle to the line, keeps close to the wall, does a 108.6 up into 7th place. Not a bad time. Not a bad time. Who else is on the lap? Dutch face invalidates his next lap as well, so he's got to be careful. Running out of opportunities. BGC currently on a lap as well. Is Johnny going around again? Is he trying to beat his time? Oh, he was up as well. He was up. Scotty going slow at the moment. Goes up into 5th, 108.2. Where was our boy? GDC. Maybe 10th. Final straight, goes to the line, a 109.5, which is 11th place, right behind Womax. So Jack's on his lap now. We've got that guy Alex who's just started as well, so we'll go on board with the other Red Bull driver. Needs to put in a good shift today to help out his team, possibly get second in the Constructors. Can someone send me an invite, please? 1 second, let me get Chubb an invite if he hasn't got one already. I should have Chubb on a friend, to be honest. I don't know. Search for him. RPR Chubb, isn't it? RPR. Oh, never mind. Beaten to it by Rob. Beaten to it by Rob. Let's get Nevo in. What is Nevo doing? Right. But they're more important, Alex, at the moment. Going round. Good corner there. Nicely to the line as well as he goes around the straight. Dutch face is right behind as well, so keep an eye on Dutch face's time. Again, cutting all that corner he can. Doesn't go to the wall, goes to the outside, goes 6th. Dutch face, it's going to cross the line and go 8th. A lot of good times here, a lot of 108s. Jack now, here we go. Let's look at the alien. 106.9. 106.9. That's ridiculous. I've seen that Joe's right. Yep, I'm done. So currently in danger right now, we have obviously GGC, Neles B, Booker Bronco, and El Stefano. El Stefano's on his out lap. We'll go on board with Neles as he goes around the sector 2. Bit of traffic ahead of him. Doesn't look like he's on a fast lap though. Yeah, it was close. I'm sure he did a 106 in the practice. I'm pretty sure he did that. Why is this not fire probably? And then it's half a second up right now, which is gonna put him just in front of GDC. Unless he can do a much better straight here. Doesn't go close to the line either, goes to the outside. 109.3, which puts him into 13th, above Womax. So, knocks him down to danger. Better not crash tonight, Moyland. That's from Mrs. Carl. Right, El Stefano now, in Sector 2. He needs to put in a good time here. 3 drivers will go out of this session. Chubb, very close. So Chubb needs to get out on track ASAP if he wants any chance. And he is, as you can see the little red dot at the bottom of the map there, that is Chubb. So Chubb needs to put in a good lap. A lot of pressure on Chubb, he's got a one and done basically. El Stefano now coming round the final kinky corner. full throttle, hitting 200 miles an hour, crosses the line, sets a 109.2 into 12th, puts him fairly safe there, does knock Womack into danger. GDC as well is now in 16th, Booker's in 17th, and now all eyes are going to be on Chubb to see what he can do. Booker's had a massive improvement there though, 110.4. Good time from Chubb. Sorry, from Booker. Hopefully Booker can improve again. Chubb now starts his lap. What can Chubb do? He's got 2 minutes 30 on the clock to try and get a lap in. So in theory, he should be able to get 2 laps. So you can make a mistake on this one, but then really got to play it safe. Or you can play it safe on this one, get a banker lap in, and then really push again. The 55 Ferrari. Going around now into sector 2. Some of the trickier corners here, low traction areas, like I said earlier. Want to be very careful what he does, but it's very easy on the throttle. No throttle there at all, letting the car roll around. Again, little light braking, gentle on the throttle. Very nice from Chubb. Oh, nearly went too far wide there, but held it very nicely. Again, all the way up to the line. Final corner now. Full throttle, does it take short line? No, goes wide, and it goes a 108.6. Nice and safe. Does knock Neles into danger zone, no. Womack is now out. GDC on the lap, and we got Booker on the lap. So we'll jump on board GDC, who's just ahead of Booker. Was he pulled out of it? Yeah, looks like he's gone wide. He's pulled out of that one. They only got a minute left, so he wants to hurry up. He wants to set another lap. Booker's invalidating his lap as well. They've got enough time to cross the line to go one more time round. So we'll stay on board with Booker. Womack on an out lap. He's just behind these two. Rob's slightly in danger now on a 109.2. But that's only if, obviously, that's it, 3 drivers go above him. Booker now goes round turn 1 and 2. Oh, now look who's decided to show up. What time do you fucking call this?
Oh, I messaged you back, you can't.
Did you?
Yeah.
Which one? Biscuits. No, Lexington biscuits. There you go. So, on board with Booker at the moment. He's going around sector 2. I missed out what his split time there was. But we'll carry on. Just behind him is GGC. It looks like he's gained a lot of time on him. The GGC could be getting a nice little tow from Booker down the straights. Flag is now waving for the end of the session. And then we're also behind these. We've got to keep an eye out for Womack and Rob. There you go. So Booker is 3 temps up. I didn't catch what GDC was, but he's going to get a lovely tow down his back straight. So we'll jump on board with GDC. We'll see what he does. But there you go. Look, DRS open. Getting a nice tow from Booker. So Booker is going to improve. Not enough. GDC goes up into 13th. Puts Rob in slight danger there. But Womack is the only one that can really beat him. And he doesn't. So Rob is safely through in 15th. But he is 2 temps up. He might as well just carry on, I suppose. Go to the end. Very nice from Rob. Finds the shortest line. Gets himself slightly... he must have made a bit of a mistake there in that final corner. Because he was 2 temps up. But it's enough. It's enough. And there we have it. Both Alpines going out of Q1. But with a Mercedes.
Can we just have a moment to appreciate Chubb made it through Q1?
Only just. He only just joined before you. So that was a 1 lap and done for Chubb.
Yeah, but it was enough.
It was enough.
Chubb starts the sessions from the very get-go most of the time, but this time he's done it.
Maybe that's what he's got to do from now on. He's just got to
come
join
in,
late,
put all the pressure on the 1 lap,
yeah,
and not screw it up.
There you go, Chubb. That's your new tactic from now on. There we go. So we're saying goodbye to the following drivers: Womack, Nelesby, and Booker Bronco. Big shame for them guys. Womack's on the mediums though. Bit of a surprise actually saying that. Not sure whether he made a mistake on his soft lap. Would expect him to be in the top 15 with that. But Jack, got to watch out for him. 106.9, a full second faster than Moylan's. And Moylan and Johnny looking very close today as well. But anyway, Alex, how are you doing today?
Not too bad, mate. Yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Cool.
Looking forward to Brazil. I did some practice with these guys earlier with no assist. Ain't too bad, you know. There's a lot of spin areas though. A lot of places where you can easily spin. I think Craig's will come today as well. Said I'm Gucci.
Oh, his thing.
Yeah, his little rig. His little rig. So he's got his
Nice.
hashtag coming them out. So hopefully he'll be setting up today.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Would. You would hope so. Oh, also while you went away, Moylan has officially won the championship.
Yeah. Okay. Was to be expected. He was so far ahead.
I think our gap's 138 points or something. Or no, it was like 200 maybe. 38.
Okay.
158 is well clear. And who's out track first? Oh, there we go. Oh. I caught it as well. I caught it as well. I jumped on board with him and threw it on wall. The best bit about it, he's in the party. James, what happened? We're gonna go on board with James helmet cam. What happened there, James? Oh shit!
Dear.
Oh my days! It's the worst time for your steering wheel to move. Oh man! Watch these AI car just pull to the side of the road now. That's gutting. I was expecting big things from you as well. So jump on board with your teammate as he starts his lap. Alex, any facts about this track you know? Anything interesting?
No, I don't actually know any facts about Brazil. To be fair, I didn't even know what track it was until I joined the party.
The only thing I know about Brazil with you is that you begged it to be the last race of TTFL season 4, like this season we're in now.
Yeah, but I said like it should be the last one since season 1.
Yeah, I know, but then I put it there, you know, the last race. Just because of you, you know, and then you quit mid-season, and then now you've come back for it.
See, just come back for Brazil, mate.
That's literally what you're like. Yeah, I want it to be the last race. Oh no, I'm not going to race the season though. What the fuck?
It should be the last. It's just, I don't know. It should just be the last race. I feel like it's a very good last race. I feel like it's a good track. It's a good last race. I'm sick of seeing Abu Bloody Dhabi being the last race.
Oh, Craig's got a fact. It's in South America.
Jesus Christ, Einstein over here.
Fuck yeah, cheers, Craig.
Cheers, Craig, mate. Why don't you just finish setting up your rig, mate?
Dutch face goes pole, well, did.
And then Johnny Stokes beats him by 2/10, well, just over a tenth of a second. Mr. Carl, 109.6, El Stefano 109.5, Erez on a 108.9. Moylan on a 108.0 on the mediums.
The alien's not come out on the pitch yet.
There's
Rob?
GGC's about to go into turn 4.
109.6. Is there rain coming? Like, why has everyone just come out at the same time? It's like everyone's rushed out to get a lap in. Oi, Mr. I'm late for comms. What was that? You do your job. That was from Craig.
I'm doing my job.
Technically, he ain't late for comms anymore.
Yeah, no, technically I'm just, you know, just a thing I'm doing right now. I was going to come on earlier, and then I couldn't find my little Bluetooth thingy. Well, no, I messaged you saying I'll give me like 10 minutes, because I was finishing something off in Skyforge, and then I went to go get my headset, had my headset, but didn't have the little dongle in the PlayStation. And I was like, where the hell's that gone then? So I was looking for that, found out it was in my pocket all day.
Oh, in your pocket?
Well, because I put it in my pocket to take it upstairs to put it back into my PC, but I didn't go on my PC last night, so it was just in my pocket. I forgot it was in my pocket. So I've been doing everything today with it in my pocket, so it could have fallen out any moment.
That's nuts.
So it's completely lucky that I was like, where the hell is it? Put my hand in my pocket to take my phone out, and I was like, oh, what's this? The dongle, wasn't it? So I found it. Crisis averted. Thought I was going to have to get another headset. Useless without the dongle, don't work.
I know. Well, what your headset you got? You got the height. You got
same as you. Cloudflight, yeah.
Yeah. I'd be good if you could get a second one for it, because I've always liked the idea of, like, being able to just plug it. Plugging it out of the PlayStation into the PC is a bit annoying.
Oh mate, honestly, I'd love to get a second dongle for it. I think my next headset I get is going to be another wireless one, but I'm going to look to get like another dongle, or I'll just get another headset and use this one for like down here or something.
Yeah,
and new one upstairs or something like that. Maybe.
Me getting another headset is like kind of counterproductive, because like the console is only like a foot away from the the PC.
Yeah, obviously mine's like on a different floor.
Extremely lazy. Yeah, yours.
Yeah, but you don't even really want to keep taking it out though. Like you want to just be able to write, cool, this headset, computer, this headset, console. Like, it just makes sense, doesn't it?
It does. So Jack, so during all that, Alex set a time of 1:08.3 up into seconds. Quite a good time from Jack. From Alex. On board now with Jack as he goes around. I want to see some alien pace from him. He's got a lovely Brazil helmet on, I've just noticed. So he's dressed up for the occasion. I'm on board with him. Like, he's extremely smooth. Like he's like the new Mr. Smooth.
Well, don't take that away from me.
The pace he gets is ridiculous.
Oh,
I think he's slow. That's slow from him.
It says he's on the soft tyres. Is he actually on the soft tyres, or is it the graphical?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so
Moylan's on mediums, and that's quite a
That must be a medium tyre. That must be a medium tyre, surely.
Well,
but it looks like it's got softs on the rim as well. So is that a soft tyre, or did he pull out of his soft lap?
I don't know. I mean, we know how buggy it can be, where it looks like on the screen it said soft, on the car it looks like it's soft, but it could still be medium. A lot of people have gone to the soft side.
It is soft.
It is soft. Okay. Wasn't his
Moylan's time's very good for mediums.
Mediums, yeah. 108. What do you do on the softs? 107.
108.
No, 107.6 or something.
No, 108.6. No, 107.6. 76.
107.6.
Yeah. No, what was it? I've forgotten now. It was only 5 minutes ago. 107.9.
107.9. So the fact that so that wasn't obviously a good soft lap from him, because he's just done that on his medium. It's a very nice time from Moylan.
Yeah, that's a great time from Moylan. Only a 10th difference. Ridiculous. So Joe goes up into third on a 108.1. Good time from Joe on them soft tyres. I don't believe there's much deg around here. If I remember rightly, from racing on Friday in GP2, it was a medium soft. Or soft medium, however you want to float your boat. Obviously we did, because of love-hate games not being there, we had to skip quality and just go with what it was for Q1. So we did. So everyone got a free choice of tyres basically. So I went from I was going to go for a medium soft. Soft medium, doable, very doable. So Moylan on probably the slower to start off with strategy, but definitely will work, because he'll be in the fast tyres at the end. You did start second on Friday. Where did you finish, Mrs. Moylan? No, she started. So that was got amazing. Did you race on Saturday, Alex? Friday, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was because it started to rain, didn't it? We had rain, and then Mrs. Carl went out on softs at the very, very end, and I was like, "What the hell?" Well, yeah, I think I remember passing you on like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. the 9th corner, turn 9, I think. You went a bit wide. But yeah, we was all shocked when you did that. That was ridiculous. Very ballsy to go out on the. It was a very weird session. Like we had rain the whole way through, but DRS was still enabled. And yeah, Mrs. Carl pulls out a bloody stonking time on softs when everyone else is on medium, is on wets or inters. As Mr. Carl pulls into the pits at 108. A lot of people in the pits right now. GDC's out, but he's just on a thing. It was quick. It was a quick lap. The thing, we were debating this the other day actually. We reckon, we want to see a race between Mr. and Mrs. Cole, because I think over a race, Mrs. Cole, we described you as Nicky Lauda and James Hunt. So at Laturia, Carl is probably more consistent, more cool-headed, whereas Mrs. Carl is a bit of a, no, grrr, get the fucking work, defending everything like it's her life. So it'd be good to see what happened over a race between them two. What do you reckon?
I don't think it'd be a fair race though, because if Mr. Carl goes to overtake Mr. Carl, she'll be like, you best not overtake me. I'll make your life hell, Carl. Stay the hell behind me, Carl. And he'll be like, oh fuck's sake.
What did Rob say? Make a Mrs. and Mr. Carl. Oh, make a Mr. and Mrs. Carl race happen. F1 for rounds, then GT7 for round 2. That'd be good actually. But I still think Mrs. Carl would win.
I think Mrs. Carl would win on GT7.
Oh yeah, 100%. She's fucking she's rapid. But I can't. I'm shit at the game anyway. I know that much. Well, how long ago was your race, Mrs. Carl? Because obviously a lot of time has passed. You're now racing more times, I suppose, really, than Mr. Carl. You know, you raced twice on Friday, where Carl only races what I know this race. GDC on the lap right now. Chubb is on an out lap, trying to get a lovely drag off him, I believe. He is. Chubb makes the overtake happen, gets in front. He's so eager there, he's got his helmet.
Currently sitting aboard of Erez.
Who won, Mrs. Carl? Who won? Last year they said they raced. I reckon a lot's changed though in a year. I reckon Mrs. Carl found a lot of pace.
Erez is going to cross the line. It looks like it's going to be a 108.1. Nice time from there from Erez. Puts him up to 3rd position, and that should see him fairly safe, I think. Fairly safe. I mean, Speedy actually.
I think that's a bit premature.
By retiring, because there's quite a few people behind him. In fact,
there's a lot of people behind him.
A lot of people behind him that could beat that. It's whether they have the time. I mean, Alex is in the pits, so he might be happy he's 108.3, but I think he's going to come out because I don't think that 108.3
is safe.
Is going to be enough.
No,
I don't think it's safe enough.
Johnny can get in the 107s. So can Dutchface. Jack's just got a 107.
There you go. He just went quicker. 107.0.
Scotty can get up there.
But Dutchface has just started his lap, just coming through the centre S's.
So we'll have a look there with Dutchface now. Yeah, Mrs. Carl won that race with Carl. So you, Mrs. Carl, do you race with Carl's assist? Like you race with no assist, like Carl, or do you have it that do you change your settings or something? Well, how do you do it? It'd be interesting to know if you race no assist, because I'd be very impressed if you do. I reckon a no assist race should probably beat me.
Oh yeah, for sure. If I race no assist, it'll be spin city. Well, especially on this game, it'd be spin city.
And although in practice earlier, when we were doing, I joined these guys to practice, I did beat Rob.
Well, fair play.
Yeah, I did beat Rob.
I want to start the next Formula 1 game like kind of how I started Gran Turismo, just turning the assists off.
Yeah, that's a
straight off the bat. So with the next Formula 1, I'm just going to be like, okay, turn the assists off, no racing line, and just learn it from there.
There we go. So
Dutchface, Pip Speedy down. Again. I think it's a mid 108.154, right? It's a mid 0.1, which isn't bad, and everyone else is just starting to pip it. Alex is out on his outlap now. Chubb's out. Chubb's invalidated.
Yeah, he went faster though. He went to a 108.3. He's gone faster.
108.3.
Johnny's in a lot of danger now though. Johnny's in a lot of danger.
Yeah.
Balls deep. Yeah, definitely balls deep. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna go no assist.
Going again.
There's only some tracks I'm gonna have to turn the racing line on at least to begin with. So I can obviously Miami, I need to learn, where the track goes and shit. And same with potentially the new layout of Spain and Australia and Abu Dhabi. And I'm not confident with Jeddah yet. I've only raced it once. There'll be a couple of races I might need to turn on at least for a little while anyway, just to get used to the track. Also,
I think Speedy's I think Speedy's safe.
Yeah, I can't see many.
There's about 3 people who I can look and like they should be, but Chubb's already done his lap. So unless he's got enough fuel to go again, which he doesn't, Chubb's going to have to hope that Johnny and Scotty can beat him. He needs to hope that no one else beats him. Carl's now in the pits. I think Carl could maybe get knocked out if Johnny improves. He's about to come across the line. 107.5.
There you go. Chubb's in danger now, though.
El Stefano up to 8th. Whoa, go on, El Stefano.
So Scotty's now on his lap. So he's started his lap now.
So that's pushed Carl out. So now Chubb could go out.
Yeah, Chubb's in danger.
Yeah, Chubb is in massive danger. Scotty's on his lap, just coming at the exit of turn 3.
If Rob can find a few tenths, he can go up into.
So yeah, we're only talking a few tenths here as well. It's not like we're looking at like seconds. It's very possible.
So we do know that we're losing Mr. Carl and GGC. It's safe to say that Joe is safe, unless Scotty's 1/10 up. So it's not enough at the minute. He might have made a mistake in this sector. So Scotty needs to find a lot more temps here. He's going to get a nice tow from Johnny by the looks of it here. So Johnny looks like he's giving Scotty a bit of a helping hand.
I don't know. I wonder if Johnny will pull out the way or if he will just carry on.
No, it looks like he's good. He's going to drag him along.
That'll be good.
Yeah, he's dragging him along.
Here we go. He's going to duck into the pits. Yeah, he ducks into the pits now. We gave him a really good tow halfway up the straight. And Scotty's going to cross the line, and it's a 107.8. Yeah. So yes, Scotty gets into 4th position.
Knocks Chubb out. Rob bottled into the pits.
Rob bottled it. So Speedy was safe. I mean, it was slightly premature.
Very close. Very, very close.
El Stefano though, 10th position, 108.2. Very nice.
The thing as well, like there. If it weren't for James, James. If he was able to qualify, he would have potentially knocked out El Stefano and put Speedy in and a lot of pressure there.
Well, yeah, you're looking at it like Chubb could have gone quicker, and then James L could have gone quicker, and that would have put Speedy out. But
Rob ran out of fuel.
He ran out of fuel, but he retired early, but it paid off. So
luckily paid off. So there we go. So we will be saying, saying goodbye to Chubb, DXT Carl, DXT Rob, GGC, and DXT James out. So only one DXT member left. This is Moyland holding the flag. Come on, Moyland. Yeah, I think with this new game, definitely jumped. Complete no assist. So Mrs. Carl says she races racing line, sometimes ABS and traction control. So that's basically similar to what we race anyway. It'd be interesting to see actually, because everyone's gone on softs other than Moyland. So Moyland in medium tyres. That's going to make the strategies quite interesting.
It's going to make the start of the race interesting because he's going to want to try and pull away and
he's going to get
pace over people on the softs, but he's kind of also could get swallowed up. So what could happen unless something happens on the start is Jack will pull away at the front and try and get a bit of a gap, and Moylan will be going around on his mediums. The only thing that might hinder an early safety car would probably help him because he would just have to stay out. I don't think there'd be any point in him coming in for like a fresh set. He might as well just stay on his mediums.
Yeah, the safety car won't help because these tyres, although the wear is quite low around here, say if it's the safety car lap 1, they'll come in lap 3, 4, give or take. There's no tyres that'll make it to the end. So it's still another pit stop anyway, so...
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, he might as well just long it out, just stick on the mediums so he needs to. If he gets an early safety car, it'll actually prolong them a bit further anyway, so... Actually might help him out. The soft drivers might stay out, they might decide to be like, actually now, sack it, fresh set of softs.
So Moylan will be the first one to set a lap. So safety cars do play a big part, because I really like in our race, not say our race, like in GP2 on Friday, it did play a massive part in the season where safety cars potentially ruined my win, but you know, and James Alves win, and you know, potentially Johnny Stokes win as well. There's no Craig in this race to be unable to avoid a spinning Moylan on lap 1. Yeah, I wonder if Moylan could do more than 3 laps. I think he done a total of 6 laps on Friday in 2 races.
I think he's done more now.
He's
just in qualifying.
He's done more in
2
qualifying.
He did in 2 races on the weekend, yeah.
Oh, in Valdi's first attempt. So we'll jump to Scotty, who's just started his behind. Are we going to see El Stefano and Moylan doing the old McLaren strat, help each other out? Scotty now, going round sector 2. Tricky braking zone here, does it quite nicely though. That was funny. Moylan had a big old crash on that Friday GP2. I didn't see it.
It was only a big crash as Craig hit him though.
Oh yeah. I didn't see it. I was too far ahead.
I mean, he was quite easy to avoid. I will say that myself.
Yeah, he was in the middle of the track, so I don't know why Craig decided to end him.
Yeah, I don't know why Craig had to hit him like that. He could have tried to go around him.
It's just what you get from novice drivers, isn't it?
Oh no, man. There's no race etiquette from some people, is there?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It was nice and easy. I avoided Moyland, and then I just looked behind, and I just see DXT Moyland has retired from the session, CJW's retired from the session, and then even Island Boy. And it's just, Craig pretty much ruined 3 people's race. Himself really included in that. Yeah, it's disgusting behaviour.
I'm hoping it gets looked in by the stewards, because it's attempted murder, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, when you're racing at these high speeds, he pretty much just tried to kill Moyland.
Yeah, and he would have taken out 2 other drivers, like you said.
I know. I mean, some people.
No, it's disgusting. I wouldn't have it personally. I am looking for a coil, because I think mine is burning. I'm getting hot spits in my throat.
So, Johnny Stokes currently out now. Just gone through turn 5, coming up to 6, 7, and 8. Here he comes out. 1074 from Moyland, making up for that poor first lap of any validation.
I think order more coils because I'm running out of coils.
Yeah, I need to order some too, but mine are sold out. I might just start building my own again.
Oh no, I would be doing that, but it's just so much effort when you're out and about.
You just have some pre-built. Well, you can't really. Yeah, you need like a couple of minutes to rebuild it, I suppose. But it's a pain. So Johnny comes across the line, and it's going to be a 107.484. Oh, only slightly slower than Moylan's there. So I don't think Moylan's pole time's not safe. I mean, obviously there's Jack anyway to go, but that's just not a safe pole lap. I don't even know if that's safe for second. I think when Johnny goes out again, Moylan's going to have to improve.
Well, Jack's started his lap now, so we'll keep an eye on Jack.
Yes, indeed. So let's see what Jack does. Coming through the centre S's.
Sure, I had up a coil somewhere.
On the run now to turn 4. Nicely navigated through there.
Yellow flags are waving ahead. I think that's just a Johnny Stokes going slowly.
Oh, a little bit of a wiggle from Jack's car there, but still looking quite good. Been quite a smooth lap up to this point.
Seems like the best times always have a little wiggle.
Coming up down pretty well. One more little, two kind of corners to navigate. One corner left.
They're like little kinky
really
corners, aren't they?
Little kinks, so not really a corner. But here we go. Crosses line 106.7. So provisional pole there from Jack.
Provisional, that is pole. That's pole. Let's be honest.
I think that's pole. Yeah, I think that's pole.
On board with over Joe now, speed number 25.
So great lap there from Jack. Johnny Stokes is on his, Scotty's back on his outlap again.
Avi's gone second as well.
Oh, 107.444. So there we go, Moylan down to third position. Moylan and Johnny both going to have to improve on their times in their final run.
Darted in the pits. Obviously he had a bit of a spin. His times are 120 something.
What can McDutchface do?
I reckon Dutchface could do quite well, you know. He could
definitely get into the 107s. Currently sitting on the 108.3. About to come down into turn 12.
Probably my favourite Dutchman.
Yeah, he's my favourite Dutchman.
Yeah, don't like any other ones.
Oh, he's coming into the pits.
Boom.
So, well, actually, it was looking like a slow time, actually. So, I think he's going to come in, fresh set of boots, get back out there. Erez, 5,000th of a second, currently down on his time. So,
pretty matching, to be honest.
Yeah, looking to improve it. Even if he can try and find a 10th, it will put him up to 6th for the time being. So let's see what he can find coming through the second sector. Try and catch a split time before he enters the third, which is literally just pretty much straight. 10th up. Here we go around turn 12 now. 13. Turn 14. And then the little kink turn 15 before the run down to the line. What's it going to be for Erez? It's going to be a 108.1. So does improve, but not quite by enough. Lost a little bit of time there on the run up there. Oh, and he spun on the first corner, but kept it out the wall. You are safe, Erez. Yeah, he's not watching, but you are safe.
Moylan's on another lap now, so Moylan's trying to see if he can better himself.
Currently a 10th up, down on his up on his time.
A great lap from Avi to come out of nowhere there.
Yeah. Could see him pipped here by Moylan though, if Moylan can keep it clean through this last couple corners.
Was he sector time? 2 temps up.
Okay. Can he find any more time? Needs to get a good exit coming up the hill. What's it going to be? He's going to want to get a nice low 107. 106, 107.2, so nice there. Nicely done, half a second slower than Jack Latest, but Moylan there with a 107.2 sits him currently in P2.
That's a great
so now we'll have to wait and see what Johnny can do. Erez will be coming around.
It's boring for Jack to be that quick.
I think he hasn't had it that easy. There are some tracks where, I mean, a lot of times Jack's had quite a not an easy run in. He's been there, like there's been Moylan with him, there's been Dara with him in certain tracks, but Jack's very consistent. He's consistently quick at all the tracks. Yep. Whereas there'll be some tracks, like Moylan's very good at certain tracks, so he'll be up there with Jack. Dara's very good at some tracks, so he's up there with him. But other times when you're not quite on point with a track, maybe just because you haven't done it as much, which happens, Jack will be the person there that's going to be the tough one to beat.
I like it. Can't disagree with that one. Jump on board with Johnny Stokes now as he enters Sector 2. Missed his first sector split time.
I'll have to catch it. Here he comes up the hill. Turn 6, 7. Here we go. Down into turn 8. And then turn 9.
A pretty nice coil. What coil was that I got in there? I don't know what it is. It's quite nice.
There we go, turn 12. And Moylan's thinking that's the best he can do. No more time for him to go out anyway, so he's retired from the session. What can Johnny do? Johnny started in the pits.
Died. Pulled out as well.
Okay, so Johnny's died. He's not going to have enough time to get in and go out again, so Johnny's pretty much decided that he's going to be in 4th, but Avi is currently 1/10,
yeah,
just over a 10th up, so We could see Avi take second place here. And McDutchface goes fourth on a 1:07.471. Lovely lap time for McDutchface. That knocks Johnny down even further.
Now Joe's going to set
a 1:07.7.
Wow, good time from Joe.
Nice, good time from Joe. So what can Avi do? Coming through now. Let's check the sector time. Still 10th down on 10th up on his time. Not quite enough at the moment to pit Moylan, but what can he do on the exit? Coming up the hill.
That was Stefano just ahead of him 14, as well. So keep an eye
turn
on
15. Here we go now, and he crosses the line. Oh, 1:07.3. So he does improve by a tenth of a second.
Lost time.
A little bit of time, but when you're talking tenths, it's very easy to lose a little bit of time there. So 1:07.3. So third place for Avi so far. McDutchface has just gone up to fourth. Joe's obviously just set his lap. Scott Harris, what's Scotty gonna do?
That's gonna
2 tenths up on his time, so that could be enough to pip Speedy. Needs a good exit up the top of the hill here.
Jack not happy with his time.
No.
So obviously, why would you be happy with that time? You know.
1:07.521 for Scotty, and it does pip Speedy. So Speedy down to 7th now, and there's still Alex, who's actually invalidated. So
I did like Van der Vaart.
Yeah, Van der Vaart was a good player. So Alex, no time to improve now. Going to have to settle for his invalidated time. And he's coming straight into the pits now.
Joe's retired from session, yeah. He can't do any better than that. So Dutchface has done the same.
So you pretty much what you're seeing now is going to be your top 10 positioning. Everyone's going to be darting into the pits. El Stefano's invalidated, but he's going to carry on just because he can.
Yeah, Jack's improved as well. So Jack's up on his time, but it's not going to do anything. It's just him like rubbing salt in the wound for everyone else already now. 1:06.744.
Oh, goes down.
So Steve actually lost a lot of time.
Lost a bit of time, yeah.
Disappointed with Jack. Disappointed.
It's just not good enough, really, is it?
No, it's not. It's crap.
Yeah.
How dare he?
It's unacceptable. I mean, not even have to beat your own time. Like, I mean, it's pretty crap, really.
Yeah. And Scotty comes into the pits now. That will end the session once he retires. Oh, good quality. Look at the good times there. 1:06.7, 1:07.2, 7.3, 7.4, 7.4, 7.5, 7.7, 8.1, 8.1.
Very close as well.
Very, very close. Which is what we come to expect here from Tier 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's always close, to be fair, isn't it, really? It's very rare that you get someone who's miles out in front.
Yeah, Jack is a bit of an alien at the minute.
I mean, even like, the gap's half a second, which is a massive gap in racing, but still, I mean, half a second, like, it's not too bad.
So, your final timing, or your grids, will be, Jack will be in first, Moylan in second on the mediums, don't forget. Avi will be in third, fourth, Dutchface, fifth is Johnny Stokes, sixth, Scotty, seventh, Speedy number 25, eighth is that guy Alex, ninth is Erez, 10th is El Stefano. So it was a very, very good times for everyone. You know, like you said, it's ridiculous. Very, very quick. But Moylan on their mediums, obviously he's only going to have Jack in front of him. He's probably not going to be able, or not going to want to really battle with him too much on different strats. But he doesn't want to get eaten up by the likes of Avi, Dutchface, and Johnny either. Very quick drivers there behind him. So, what's that? I got the aftermath of Moylan crash on Friday. Yeah, you did actually. Yeah. But I then played a part in Hobo's podium. Eh. Eh. You know, I probably could have got a win if it weren't for you telling me to pit. No, I don't know. In hindsight, you know, I had a good race. I'm taking my second. I don't get podiums very often. I probably count on one hand the amount of podiums I've actually got. Race wins 2. Second place is that's probably my only second place I've ever got, and third's probably about 2 or 3, maybe. I will take it. I will take it. I was more chuffed about getting third in TTFL, to be honest. That was being in my own league, and that's quite good for me. Got me up into 10th place in the standings, above Speed.
Here comes Dara for the race.
Gonna make it in time though. It's gonna be very close. I almost got second TTFL. Did you? Where did you come?
I don't think he's made it, has he? Joined too late.
Yeah, he's well too late. He needed to be in the pits at the end of
end of quali 3.
Q3.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look at the tyres everyone's on. Remind ourselves on the top 10. So like I said, Jack in the softs, Moylan on the mediums. Then from 7th all the way down to El Stefano in 10th. That's Avi, Dutchface, Johnny, Scotty, Speedy, Alex, Erez, and El Stefano, all on softs. Sorry. Then the free choice, Chubb in 11th has chosen mediums along with Mr. Carl and Rob. GGC chosen the softs. James out chosen the mediums. Wumax on the hards. Nenes on mediums and Booker on softs. You did see a flash of what the strategy is. That is slightly wrong though. You can do a medium soft or a soft medium. Obviously the soft medium will be a bit more difficult for these guys as they have qualified on these already. But a bit of stretching, safety cars come into it, and one stop's very possible around here still. Yeah, that soft.
I think for a soft medium to work, you do need at least one safety car. You need to have those extra few laps going around at a slower pace to be able to eke any tyre out. But yeah, it's a lot of time management trying to do a soft medium.
It is. But medium soft is more doable. A lot more doable. As Avi thinks, fuck this, I'm going to go top of the grid, mate.
That's it, mate.
Also looking for, I keep saying it every time we see formation lap, I'm really looking forward to the manual formation laps.
It'd be quite cool, actually.
Especially you can aim your car, so if you were like Jack right now, you aim your car slightly towards Moyland. Moyland does the same sort of thing, aims it slightly towards Jack.
I turn my car around.
Alex,
aim directly behind me.
Alex aim directly wherever Speedy's facing.
No, not Speedy.
Oh, not Speedy. Anyone but Speedy. They're waiting for the lights now. Everyone's getting settled into place, and here we go. So 1 light, 2 lights. Go on, Alex, sorry.
4 lights, 5 lights, and it's go. James out with a jump start. That's going to absolutely kill him. What's the run down to the line like? Moylan actually gets away really well on those medium tyres.
Rob's out. Rob's out of the safety car already. VSC.
Virtual, okay.
I think he had contact there with Wumax because I saw a spinning Wumax, but we'll find out in a minute from Rob. Rob, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alive.
What happened, Rob? Tell us what happened.
Tiny bit of wheel spin on the second phase of the start. As Wumax came up the inside, he just collected the front corner and put me in the wall.
Oh, shit.
That'll be why Wumax has no front wing whatsoever then?
Yeah, big shame from you, Rob. I'm looking forward to seeing you race actually, because you did quite a decent lap there in qualifying. So it's a VSC, not a safety car. VSC has now been released.
Now racing is going, so that's kind of nullified.
Jump.
Oh, McDutchface right on it. Him and Avi side by side now. Who comes away with it? McDutchface does get the jump on her. Yeah. The opportunist as always, Mr. McDutchface. Oh, Moylan's back endy. Proper stepped out there on exit of turn 12. And this might give McDutchface what he needs.
It's his teammate. El Stefano's gone round.
Is McDutchface going to get enough of a run going down into turn 1? I don't think he is. No, not quite. Not quite, but Moylan can't afford another one of them.
No, he definitely can't. We'll have a look at quickly.
Johnny Stokes and Avi are going at it. Johnny Stokes is pretty much side by side with Avi there. But Avi's managed to hold off. But Johnny Stokes has got a really good run here. Right on the back of Avi. But Avi's looking pretty quick in a straight line actually. So Johnny's not going to be able to make the most of that coming down into turn 4. Scotty there on the back of Johnny. Speedy's still there as well. There's Alex. And there's a little bit of a gap between Alex and Erez. 1.5 seconds now. So that's where the kind of train sort of breaks. Jack's just over a second in the lead from Moylan there, but Moylan doing really well on those medium tyres. This is going to be one of the hardest phases. He's got to get through the first like 6 to 7 laps on these soft tyres.
Yeah, it's good for him as well, because the more he stays in front, the more he's wearing out the softs of the cars behind. Like he's basically got clean air ahead of him, Moylan. If you look on board with him now, pretty much clean air ahead. The others have got a lot of dirty air. They'll be using a lot more grip than Moylan will be. The Moylan probably won't see much defence from him where these guys do come to attack. As Jack's his fastest lap of the race, the 109.6.
Aries has actually caught up a little bit to the back of Alex as well, so maybe he just had a bit of a scruffy lap there.
Yeah, he has. He's brought Chubb with him as well, so Chubb's joining the party as well to this back of this train. Yeah. This train really goes back all the way to the
pretty much to Chubb. You got to Chubb, and then you've got 2.5 seconds back to GGC. But then you've got GGC, Mr. Carl, Nellis, and Booker.
There you go. So that's
like a second half of the train.
Dutchface does get past Moylan as you expect. Moylan didn't really do anything to defend there, just make the move done.
Playing the long game.
Yeah, he's no need to really. Like, he will just let Dutchface would he go, even like maybe use him to drag him along a little bit. DRS will be enabled this lap.
Yeah, so he's going to want to get DRS, and it's going to be a bit of a DRS trade now, so it will depend on some people's setups. You can lose out quite a bit if you don't have a fast enough car in the straight line here, but he's still well within the DRS zone of McDutchface here, so going to be coming up the top of the crest. And let's see, DRS going to be activated for Moyland. And I think he's just going to use that just to stick with McDutchface. Is he going to have enough speed to try and make a move? Is he going to switch to the inside line? It looks like he is down into turn 1. Moyland up the inside of McDutchface. Nicely done. See, things like this, it doesn't really matter. Moyland won't be thinking of going for the race win at this point in time. So anything like this where he's getting back past like McDutchface or whoever else might be attacking him, it slows them down. So it's actually still playing into Moyland's favour.
Yeah, it is.
He wants them to fight, slow them down, make them wear out their tyres quicker, while he's on these slower medium tyres at this stage of the Grand Prix. Avi there, I mean they're all so close. Johnny's right on the back of Avi as well. Scotty's right on the back of Johnny. Speedy's right on the back of Scotty. Alex is right on the back of Speedy.
It's so bad. It's so close together.
I know. Erez is falling back about 3 tenths in the last lap as well to Alex. So a little bit of a gap
Jack
back.
is just gone. 3.5 seconds the gap with Jack and Dutchface. But again, look, Moylan does keep within the DRS.
Still got DRS here. Needs to get a good exit here, which he did actually get quite a nice one. DRS is about to kick in. DRS wide open, but I tell you what, Moylan's got Avi for company as well. But I tell you what, Avi's kind of been blocked off by McDutchface. Oh no, going through, he's wide out into turn 1. And Avi's on the outside. Does he get them both? He's going to be on the inside now for turn 2. Oh, Avi, look at that, beautiful.
Oh, Moylan gets a bit unstuck there. Nearly hit the back.
Goes a bit wide. That's it. Now Johnny Stokes is going to be on the inside. DRS wide open for it. All of them here, apart from Avi. But Avi's defending really tightly there. That was a nice
bit of contact there. Falls
on the outside. Moylan has to go wide. He's going to lose out to Scotty as well. Is Speedy going to try and capitalise? He is. He's on the outside of Moyland. Coming up into turn 6.
Moylan losing out a lot of places there.
Moylan's dropped down again all the way to Alex. All from that overtaking. That's the one thing that can happen. But he can still stay with the back of this pack. If he can keep up with Alex, use the DRS, maybe get back past him. You never know.
Because of the poor exit out of that of the turn 2, yeah. So it kind of put him on the back foot throughout the whole section of track and these guys, these are racers. They're going to see a gap. They're going to go for it.
100%.
So Avi right now going to be on the back of Dutchface. Dutchface defended that quite nicely as well. Somehow got out ahead.
Oh, look at the speed of Avi's car, even with DRS wide open here. Yeah, up the inside of McDutchface, down into turn 1, gets the job done. Again.
We'll have DRS. The Dutchface have DRS again on. Oh, bit of a mistake there from Dutchface though. It was open door for
Runs
Johnny.
A little bit wide. It's almost a carbon copy of what Moylan did, and Johnny's thinking, wow, this is just beautiful. Johnny goes back into the slipstream though, doesn't quite have the straight line speed. Obviously McDutchface having some DRS as well. Erez is caught up to the back of Moyland, up to the back of this whole train.
This train is going to be able to fight is today.
Yeah, Moyland's almost out of DRS though.
Wide there, out of DRS
though.
The door.
Which could cost
Alex as well had a little look on Speedy there. This is still good for Moylan.
Okay, Moylan's clawed himself back in. Yeah, with these guys fighting, I mean, he went down to about like 9 tenths behind, but with these guys fighting, he's managed to pull that back by about half a second. So
he's going to get pulled along. He's still got into his favour. These guys are still battling out. And now Dutchface is going to be another run at Avi. He's got a big gap there now, but the beauty of this track, there's 2 DRS zones, 2 detection points as well. So if he doesn't get him here, this just sets him up for the next one. and that will leave Avi with no response really.
Yeah, but
Yellow flags are waving ahead as there's a spinning Mercedes. Be careful, guys, as you're going around turn 3. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Jack went round.
Oh, it was Jack.
I thought it was Womack. It's Jack.
So,
Jack is in second place.
So Jack's now into second place, so now he's coming to it, and Alex has managed to get Speedy. So Alex gets Speedy, nice overtake there, and now he's on the back of his teammate Scotty. And this is completely different now. I mean, Jack had about a 6-second lead or something, 5.5, 6-second lead or something, and that spin has cost him massively. To now he's just behind Avi, and he's going to have slightly overheated tyres.
James out in 15th, just made an overtake on El Stefano as well there. So the battles are still going around everywhere on the track. So we'll try and keep an eye. There's a little battle with Neles and Mr. Carl as well. We'll try and keep an eye on that. But we are concentrating on the long train from now 1st to 8th after Jack's mistake.
That's it.
But Jack's going to have
the run on Avi. I think Jack's going to have DRS. He's going to get the run on Avi. Already going to the inside. I don't think Avi's defending this one. He defends pretty much everything else, but I don't think he's going to defend Jack because he just knows there's not much point at this
Johnny's made
time.
a move on Dutchface. Scotty made a move on Dutchface as well.
Oh, and Scotty comes through as well, and McDutchface now.
Oh, side by
still
side.
So close. They're side by side. Going to turn 2, and Alex is joined into party.
Oh, he shuts down his teammate as well. If he gets a good run
look at
on
him.
Dutchface.
Oh, they're going to go 3 wide down into turn 4. How is this going to end? Oh, and Scotty actually kind of backed out and just sat behind there. Didn't want to play at that party.
But they're still side by side with Dutchface.
That's a hard corner to go side by side with around turn 5.
He does
up the hill now through turn 6, but gets the job done. So Alex up into 4th position, with Dutchface down to 5th. Scotty's just still buying his time. Speedy is still right in the back of this train, but has Moylan for company. It's going to start getting to the point where the softs go off a little bit, and the mediums start coming into their own. We are getting to that sort of stage.
Just like an Alabama chick.
Alabama.
Alabama coming through.
Alabama chick.
Or Alex is just fallen out of DRS, I believe, there. Protection zone.
He has.
Yeah,
he gets followed up by McDutchface this time. Yeah, he's not going to get it.
This is going to play into Johnny Stokes' hands a little bit, so he's going to give a bit of breathing space.
Look at the speed with the DRS open though from McDutchface. Alex is going defensive.
Scotty's coming as well. Scotty's going to try and go down the inside.
Oh, and it's still on the inside. McDutchface has to go really wide, but has the inside line for turn 2, but doesn't quite get the traction. You kind of end up sliding naturally to the outside curb on that corner.
Here we go. Moylan's going to get on Speedy as well behind. So Moylan getting Speedy.
And they go 3 wide again, and it's
contact there.
That was Alex and Scotty.
Yeah, it was. Scotty hit the
Scotty's
back of the car there, of that Red Bull. Bit of
3 wide through turn 4 is not a nice one. And Chubb's now up to 9th position, and again, even Chubb's mediums will be coming back to him a little bit. Scotty will be having a bit of pain there. I wonder if he's got. Oh, I think he might have just been checking his tyres actually, maybe, or checking his wheel, one of the two.
Oh, Scotty's had a. Oh, better talk about GDC there.
Yeah, he was kind of. He done a bit of a swerve. I don't know if he was checking his tyres or checking his wheel or just like doing a little bit of a car check in general at that moment. But he's dropping back really quickly. I wonder if he's got some wing damage. He must have.
It is possible. I don't think he hit. It was will. It looked like it was will-to-will contact, but you don't know with this game.
Yeah, you never know.
Just spinning
sector 2. That looks like it could be Booker. It is Booker.
On board, but it's battle again. I'm trying to keep an eye on what's going on as well because we have got a battle with 10th, now 11th, 12th, and 13th. We'll try and keep an eye on that as well. But everything seems to be normal for the front guys. We'll jump back to the battle with GGC. Yellow flags waving again.
1.5 seconds to Avi. Avi is 1.6 in front of Johnny. So the train now starts at Johnny and ends at Speedy this time around. Moylan's the first person to pick up a penalty.
Making a move into turn 4. Easily done from him. Up into 10th.
There we go.
Neles and Mr. Carl still battling it out, but Neles has kind of pulled out a bit of a gap now on Mr. Carl.
Yeah, just over a second, so no DRS unless he can try and catch up through
because
these
in the pits,
sectors.
that must be for a new wing.
Yeah, James Al still in 14th on those medium tyres.
The new wing or the tyre change? Let's have a look. We'll stand board quickly. Yeah, new wing for Booker. So we'll jump back on board with a battle for everywhere really. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th.
Johnny's dived into the
pits.
Okay, dive into the pits, so that releases the rest of them. McDutchface there, so Moyland is looking obviously to try and get past Alex. Can't do it down into turn 1, but Errors No, sorry, Speedy's right at the back of Moylan still, so he hasn't been dropped, so he'll be looking to capitalise on any little mistakes or people fighting. That's Alex looking to go down the inside of McDutch Face down into turn 4. And does get the job done. Nicely done there by Alex. Now he's got to try and hunt down Avi and try and bring these guys with him, I think.
Yeah, he has played into Moylan's hands actually, because up the road, Jack's had a little moment, so he's only a couple of cars
tiny.
ahead.
The gap between Avi and Jack and Avi and Alex is still less than the gap that Jack had on his own out in first before he spun. So it's actually played quite nicely into Moylan's hands, although the penalty is a bit of a bummer for him.
Yeah, it's a difficult track to keep within the regs as well, especially when you're battling like that. So I'm sure there'll be more penalties to come, but obviously this isn't going to bother Moylan for the time being. He's just going to concentrate on what he's doing.
DRS open for McDutch Face. Is he going to be able to have another go at Alexander to turn 1? Too far back, so that's a no.
So Johnny's undercut, by the way, has brought him out into 13th and fairly clean air, just behind Mr. Carl.
Okay, 1 and a bit seconds behind Carl.
So Dutch Face can't make the move down on Alex. I think Alex must use a bit of overtake just to keep that gap between him and his rival there. Moylan's gone! Moylan's round!
Oh, Moylan's round! Careful, Craig. Craig, calm down. Craig, calm down. All right. See this, Craig? See how many people avoided him then?
Oh, it's a big shame for him because he's gonna be right at the back now, in 8th place.
8th place on medium tyres, just behind Chubb. But again, still the medium tyres which you wanted to take him a little bit further.
Yeah, it's a big shame for Moylan, but keep going, keep his head down. Safety car could come out and help him out a little bit here, bring the pack closer. But GGC is right behind Neles B here, so Neles did get a move done on GGC by the looks of it, so these softs are starting to fall off now.
Yeah, they are. The gaps are starting to spread out a little bit too. If you look from like first to second is 2.5 seconds, second to third is 2.3. With Dutch Face and Alex are the only people kind of close in that top kind of 7 area.
Johnny's having a little look on Carl as well, so I'll keep an eye on. Let's just jump back to that quickly because that's going to be an overtake that's going to happen right this second. The DRS open now for Johnny Stokes as he goes to the inside of Carl. Carl's not going to really defend that at all. And it's a simple move past there for Johnny into 12th place. And James Al having a little look.
James Al was having a little look seeing Carl.
James Al knew we were watching. It was like, yeah, look,
done.
The guys are watching.
Yeah, well, while we're watching, I'll send it.
There you go. So James Al up into 13th place as well. Hopefully we'll get pulled along a little bit by Johnny Stokes. We'll jump on ball. Was that a little battle there? Go ahead. GGC and Neles have a little fight as well, a little scrap. Neles stays ahead for the time being. Again, these softs are going to fall off very soon. Whereas Neles' mediums are going to be basically the right place to be in their prime. Dutch Face still can't pull in Alex.
Alex has got some good pace actually. The only thing that's really helping McDutch Face out is the DRS. If he loses that, I think we'll see Alex a little bit further away. He's also slowly gaining on Avi.
Oh, that Dutch Face there hits the brakes to pull. They didn't want to get over to the DRS there. He wants to get it now. So he's going to have a lot of DRS, a lot closer as well.
Got a really good. I think Alex's rear tyres have gone.
Yeah, they have. A lot of cars are pitting behind now as Dutch Face does go into 3rd place.
That's it, around turn 4.
Who's
nicely
pitted?
Done there.
So Speedy's coming.
5th.
Erez has come in
Moylan's
as well.
right on the back of Chubb though. Moylan's looking for the overtake going down into turn 4 on the inside on Chubb. And that is job done for Moylan, up to 5th place.
Yeah, very nicely
but
done.
11.5 seconds behind Alex.
That's that big spin he had. That's that big spin.
Oh yeah, that's that spin that's costing that time. Johnny's getting past Neles.
Crucially, it's still within a pit stop though. So it's not terrible. He's made up a lot of ground. It's not the worst place to be in. James Al gets a penalty there, being a naughty boy. And also, these guys are going to come out, once they're pitted, they're coming out into battles. So they're not coming out in clean air, really. Look at that Speedy right now, sitting in 13th. Ahead of him is some medium runners of Carl, James Al, GGC on the softs, Neles. Like Johnny's only just got through that pack.
Yeah, it's taken him a while.
There we go. So James Al now.
Alex now on the back of McDutch Face, up the inside. gets the job done before turn 4. So waiting for that second DRSO, nicely done by Alex.
Yeah, I was on board with James Al. We made the overtake there on GGC. He could now make the run on Neles ahead. He's a bit too far away at the moment. Not a lot of overtake to views as well, but it will just bring him closer. So good little fire back from James. Anyone else?
Be interesting to see how quickly Moylan brings this gap down to McDutchface, and that'll properly prove the degradation state of those softs.
It's already a second. It's now 10.4.
Yeah, it was like 11.5 or something, wasn't it? So
yeah, he's gained a lot.
He is closing in quite quickly, gaining his composure. Chubb's 1.7 back now from Moyland.
Alex is diving into the pits. Dutchface has stayed out. So also Avi's going into the pits as well.
Alex, McDutchface staying out. Jack's going to try and take these as far as possible and just come in for a set of mediums to the end, I think. I mean, to be fair, 20 laps on a set of mediums, easily done if you can do 16 on softs.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be both well for Moylan, because Moylan can take these mediums longer into the race, and then by the end of it, while these guys are struggling to conserve their mediums, he's going to be on a lovely set of softs. But there we go. Where do they come out? That's the crucial part of this as well. Avi's going to have come out just behind the battle between Scotty and Johnny. So there you go. Not gained that much, Avi. He's actually lost a bit of time, really, because he was ahead of this battle. So the undercut working well for Johnny.
Yeah.
His teammate ahead of him as well. So I don't expect Chubb to put much of a fight up if the gap gets too close.
But Avi does have the advantage of that extra 4 laps over Johnny's tyres. So
and James Al did get past Neles. We did miss that.
Avi almost bumping Scotty. Yep, James Al's past Neles. Oh no, I caught that.
Oh, you got it?
Nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not streaming, but yeah, I saw it.
You saw it.
I saw it in my own eyes.
So,
Avi right on the back of Scotty. He's going to be looking for an overtake down into turn 1
here. There you go, Jack and
Scotty doesn't have the traction.
Moylan will
here we go
come out now. Will he come out ahead of Jack? That's the crucial part of this.
Here we go. Oh, and Scotty dives into the pits.
Booker's just dived past Moylan. What was he thinking?
Go on, Booker.
Booker done a bloody Ocon.
Where's Johnny in comparison to Jack? Okay, Jack is going to get out in front of Johnny, but it's not by much.
No, he can
not
still
by
see
much.
him.
Couple seconds. Yeah, I can still see him. Couple seconds, and Jack is 2.2 behind Moyland. I expect that gap to come down quite quickly. Has he? Oh, yeah.
Chubb's pitted from. Did he get damaged or something? Is that why he's pitted so early? Because their mediums could have gone a lot further than he's pitted in for.
Maybe, I mean, different setups, different driver styles. Maybe he just rinsed his mediums a little bit. Easily done.
And we've got to overtake Womax on El Stefano. For 15th place, Chubb gets a penalty there as well. Multiple warnings. Someone's round. That is Booker to get out of the way, I believe. But yeah,
the gaps have all closed up after these round of pit stops as well.
Booker tends to take a penalty for getting out of the way. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the thing that annoys me about this game.
But yeah, Booker, I thought he was good. When I saw him just dive past Moylan again, I was like, what is he doing? I get you got, fresher tyres, but Jesus.
That's it. Speedy gets past Neles.
Avi
Neles starting to struggle on them 16-lap old mediums.
Avi on third now, because he's just got past Johnny Stokes. What was that long message there from Rob? The game will not let you set mediums. Well, it's set mediums and soft. You have to set medium hard, and then remember to swap on the MFD. So that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe Chubbs forgot to do that, but Chubbs still pitting early from mediums. Rob, you can join us, by the way. You're out the race. You can just jump in and chat to us.
There's never a break in the talking. You two are always... One starts, the other stops. You've got it so well nailed down. I didn't want to jump in and disturb you.
Fair enough, I suppose. The yellow flags are waving. That is Booker Bronco. And he's doing donuts. And he's got no wing.
And Jack is only 3/10 of a second behind Moylan now. But I'm not expecting Moylan to even put up any sort of fight here.
Or come
maybe
to the
slow
stream.
him up. He's going to get poor traction and probably going up to top of this hill now on 17-lap old mediums. And Jack's going to get some DRS. And Moylan's obviously going to be staying out still. Probably going to try and get to lap 20 before he comes in for a set of softs. And Jack's looking up the inside down into turn 1. And job done. Moylan doesn't even fight it.
Booker another 10-second penalty. Booker's close to being disqualified.
Booker's like, well, you know what? If I'm not going to be first, I'm going to be the best person with the penalties. I'm going to have the highest amount of penalties out of everybody.
Moylan's going to get a lovely drag here from Jack. Not enough to overtake him, obviously, but just to pull him along a little bit.
I think Johnny's tyres state. It's obviously fine right now, but compared to these 2-lap-old mediums of Avi, I think as it goes further in, the only thing that's going to save Johnny, I think, will be a safety car. His mediums are going to be screaming by the end of the race compared to everyone else's.
El Stefano on the attack of Womax. Womax was already flashing his ERS.
Oh, book a 5 second.
It's going to retire, I think. It's the retirement.
Yeah, I'm expecting a... Yeah, there you go. And James out as... McDutchface is round. McDutchface is round.
El Stefano, 1 second, he's going for an overtake on Womax. And he gets past up into 15th place for here. Let's jump on board with Dutchface.
Erez just darted up the inside of Dutchface, and there wasn't lots of space, but it gets the job done. It wasn't dangerous or anything, it just wasn't much space. It was just like, ooh, squeaky bum time.
Yeah, Dutchface will be very careful now. Overheated tyres. James out is in the pits. 18 lap old.
18 lap old mediums. Moylan will be coming in probably at the end of this lap, I would have thought.
That's soft, 16 laps, doable, very doable.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Hards. James has gone hards. Oh yeah.
He's been caught out by the same thing, possibly.
Yeah, he might have not changed them.
James, what are you doing, man? And he's nearly lost it in the fucking pits again.
I mean, he could potentially. It's too low now. The gap's too small now. Way too small.
We'll come in again.
To come in again, but the gap's obviously too. He'll fall behind all of them. He'll be last.
Jump on board. There's another little train forming behind Avi now, with Avi, Johnny Stokes, and that guy Alex coming close together. All of them are gaining on Moyland. Obviously,
yeah, but not as fast as I thought they would be.
No, not at all. Moyland can come in now for a set of.
No, he's staying out. He's staying out. He wants to have the freshest set of softs. Maybe he's trying to see if there's going to be a safety car. If he gets a safety car now, he's net second, and he'll come in for a fresh set of softs. I mean, everyone else will do the same thing, but he's made this work after his spin. So maybe he's going to wait and see if... maybe he's on the old... He's in the party to El Stefano. El Stefano, we need Strat 5, please. Strat 5, crash on turn 4.
Erez is getting past Neles B there, so up into 7th place for him. Neles actually doing really well after his comeback.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got 20 lap old mediums, which is why he's kind of up there, but...
Have a little look on Erez again. He's got the pace in his mediums.
Carl's
he's still quite, the same mediums as well.
Yep, 20 lap old. I wonder when Moylan's going to come in. The gap's now 0.8 of a second between Moylan.
I think Moylan needs to come in now.
The thing is, if he comes, I know he needs to. He needs to come in really, but I mean, is it that bad if he pits and comes in on softs and has, say, 1 lap older tyres than other people when they pit if there is a safety car? I don't think it's not that bad. I mean, it'll be bad if it goes to like lap 30 and then everyone comes in, but still staying out. Avi's going to go this turn 1. Moylan doesn't even fight it. Moylan's got his game plan.
Unless he's going to try and slow these guys up by having a battle with them. No, because he's got DRS now on Avi, so he can potentially push back past. Avi with 30% or 20% overtake. And Moylan now is using, so he's going to try and make a move back past, but Avi's got the fresher tyres. Ran the outside.
And Avi there. Nicely defended there by Avi. And now the traction's, you're going to see the difference here. Although Moylan's actually still got a really good toe, got a really good exit for something for 21 lap old mediums.
I think Chubb just got past Scotty there, so Chubb up into 11th place. Scotty's going to try and come back at Chubb, but Chubb's way down the road now. Dutchface right behind Erez as well. There's a lot of battles free forming as well. We're going to keep to the battle now with that guy Alex joining the party for 2nd place. Moylan is going to be within DRS again of Avi, so again this is going to help out Moylan again. Going to get pulled along.
Twitch.
Bit of a twitch
another twitch. Proper squirming now on those medium tyres, and is he going to stick to the right hand side here and pull into the pits? Yes, he is. I think that was a bit scary. He's thinking, okay, these are definitely gone. So Moylan comes into the pits, and he's probably going to come out in about... Yeah, he could be 11 for 12. He could be behind Scotty with this.
Yeah, he could. Also, there's the battle now. He's going to jump forward with Chubb as he's approaching the back of Mr. Carl. Mr. Carl also not in the pitch yet.
I think he's going to beat James Owell, but he's not going to beat Scotty.
Chubb gets past Carl quite easily there. Scotty's going to do the same thing. They're going to free wide into turn 1. No, he doesn't because Carl pulls
he might actually. These guys fighting. Moylan's beating him out.
He has. He's got ahead. He's just been right behind Neles.
Yeah, right behind Neles. And Neles is on 22 lap old medium, so Neles is going to have awful traction in comparison, and Moylan's pretty much just going to drive straight past him. Had to brake there to not hit him. That's the difference in tyre. Moylan will be like, wow, this is amazing. I've never felt so good. Look at the grip in this.
And what's the gap between him and Jack ahead of him? Let's have a look on the leader. 24 seconds as Moylan makes the move, already past Neles round the outside. Almost. Great move there.
Oh, a little proper onto that curb there.
Oh, Neles still fighting though. Coming back at him. Yeah, traction's going to always win that.
Yeah. That's an awkward corner to get around the outside as well, to be honest.
It is. And we're back on board with a battle for second with Avi, Johnny Stokes and Alex. And these guys need to be constantly fighting if Moylan wants any chance to catch up again. He was 24 seconds between them, obviously Jack and himself, but obviously...
And Johnny's up the inside of Avi on the run down to turn 4, and Johnny gets that job done. But again, 12 lap old medium.
Bad exit though, bad exit from Johnny.
Really bad exit, really wide, and I think Alex is going to capitalise. And now Alex has got the job done as well, so Johnny goes from overtaking Avi and getting up into second to being overtaken by Avi and Alex and getting down to 4th.
Yeah, so this is going to bode well for Moylan now. Moylan's going to be so much quicker on these tyres. They're going to easily get to the end as well.
Yeah, he's already only 1.4 behind Erez as well. I don't think, with how long people have been on these mediums too, I don't think his tyres are going to suffer as much as well. Like, he's going to obviously get slower on these softs, but like the crossover point's going to be so much less for him. Because by the time he gets to like 10 lap old, people are going to be on at least like 16, 17 lap old mediums. So he's actually going to have better life by stretching out that stint. And Scotty gets past Neles.
A bit of contact there between the two of them. There's much better grip there from Scotty's fresher mediums. And
Neles is still going on those old mediums, man. Fair play. And Carl as well.
Chubbs can make the move.
And Moylan has got Erez. Wow, he caught up that second half really quickly.
I wasn't even expecting that.
1:08.8 there, new fastest lap of the race.
Neles is staying out as well. Neles is still going. He's like, nah, screw this, man. I'm staying out. But Moylan could even get Dutch face here with the amount of traction he's got.
Yeah, I mean, he's only half a second here. He's so much quicker.
Oh, a bit too far away. Jumping back on board with Chubb as he's going to make a move on Neles. Goes to the outside even. Neles is still put up a massive fight there, but can't do anything there.
Doesn't have the tyres underneath him anymore. So Chubb on them hard tyres up to 10th position.
I expect Moylan to take an overtake now, actually. I can see Moylan overtaking now. Like, he's made a great move past Neles earlier, because that traction he's got is ridiculous. Moylan having to switch to the outside because Dutch Face defended him.
Yeah, he's got so much more grip.
He could take so much better cornering now, and this should be a simple move for Moylan. Dutch Face has a bit of a twitch there as well.
Better traction up there. DRS will be kicking in a second, but he's probably going to have the run started. Oh, not quite. Moves to the outside as McDutchface covers the inside line and down into turn 1, and Moylan gets the job done. There we go. So up into 6th position for Moylan, 5.2 seconds to Speedy. Let's see how quickly that gap comes down.
And Alex and Avi are going at it as well.
Fighting side by side there up to turn 6, and Alex does get Avi there. I'm surprised. I mean, I know it's a bit of a DRS train, but Johnny on those 14 lap old mediums is still hanging in there with Avi and Alex.
I would have expected Joe to catch up a little bit as well. Joe's falling back, if anything.
Yeah, he is. I mean, the gap stayed pretty similar for so many laps, like between 9.2 and 9.5, and it's just crept a little bit further down now. So
him's out getting past Neles, who's still refusing the pit. So Neles is still out on the same tyres.
Those medium tyres must be on like 85%.
They're going to blow up. They're going to blow up, surely.
Yeah, they must do.
And then we got Chubb as well, right on the back of Johnny Stokes. They come around the final sector 2 into sector 3. That should be a simple move from Chubb there. Medium tyres though, they're not going to be as grippy as the hards are going to be as grippy as the mediums. Yeah. We'll jump back on board with the battle for second. Johnny is starting to fall back a little bit, only being kept in with DRS. Avi can't make the move on Alex. They'll stay where they are. Chubb right behind.
If Johnny loses DRS, he's just going to start dropping back from these guys. But for now, he's in there and he's using it to keep with him, so it's working out all right for him. Moylan's cut the gap from 5 seconds to 2.6 in the space of a lap and like a quarter to Speedy. So when he gets, I reckon he'll be on the back of Speedy, maybe by the end of this lap, to be fair, at this rate.
James Al picks a penalty upper there as well. So back on board with Johnny as he's chasing Avi and Alex.
El Stefano, oh okay, El Stefano going to place, but GGC is in the pits.
They must be for a new wing. 9-lap old mediums.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be.
Johnny having a little run here. He's got no overtake really to battle with, but he's dragged him way close to Avi.
As again, 16-lap old mediums. These are going to be much more worn than Alex's and Avi's. Avi needs to try and stick with Alex. That's the only thing. If he focuses too much on Johnny, he might fall out the DRS to Alex, and Johnny will definitely get him.
Yeah, he's got to look forward rather than looking back. Chubb now
definitely
closer than ever behind Scotty, but again, it's just the tyres he's got are not helping him at all. He just can't get the grip where Scotty can just get his grip where he needs it.
Yeah. I mean, 10-lap old mediums aren't that, perfectly fine within a good working parameter. To be fair, Moylan and Speedy now the gap's down to a second. I think he's just crept underneath, so we'll have DRS for this next straight. But it's 11 seconds up to Johnny. So
Dennis just finally pitted for a set of softs.
Hey, go on, Dennis. He might have been trying to wait for a safety car. I might think I'll go as long as I possibly can and see what happens. But Moylan now we'll be able to see some true pace when he gets past Speedy in terms of Johnny, Avi, and stuff. He'll still have 7 laps left. So
I won't expect Speedy to be fighting this, to be honest.
No, I don't think he will. He'll stay to the outside. Moylan will go up the inside. And there we go. So now we'll have to watch this 11
bit of will to will
now.
there, though. Speedy outbroke himself. He was trying to fight it, really.
It's not going to make, even if you kind of resign the position, he's not he's not going to make it super easy. So now we'll be watching that gap, see how quickly it falls between Johnny and Moylan. But for the time being, I mean, the gaps are kind of all. Everyone's kind of just out of DRS. It's either a massive gap or they're just out. Yeah, the only thing that's going on is a battle for second, which is Alex, Avi, and Johnny. Avi is kind of slowly dipping back though from Johnny, which isn't ideal.
No, he is. He's struggling to keep up with Alex at the moment, and I think Alex using the overtake where he needs to. Avi's doing better with the overtake, but obviously he needs to just make sure he uses it enough to keep him in DRS.
Yeah, Alex has been kind of smarter, like you said, when he's where he's deploying it to help himself get through.
Yellow flag,
sector 3. Is that Joe? Oh, it is Joe as well. He's coming back on here.
Kept it out of the reset the track area of the track, which is good.
Yes.
That is ridiculous.
Oh, he's round again. He's round again, and that's going to be some rear wing damage. That'll be some rear wing damage from Joe.
I think they could do about it. He's going to carry on.
No. He's going to carry on and see what happens. So the gap between Moylan and Johnny is now 9.8 seconds. So he's brought it down by about a second. Yeah, pretty much by about a second and a half. About 2 seconds now. The only downside for Moylan is he has that 3-second penalty.
Speedy's out. Yeah, Speedy's hit the wall.
Speedy is round. Oh, he has hit the wall badly as well.
How
does he manage that there?
His tyre must have overheated and he just lost it.
Must be.
James Al is reeled in Chubb right now. So 5 attempts. It's battle for the hards, really. Slightly fresher for James Al. And also, you've got still with Scotty ahead of him as well. So James could make a overtake on Chubb, then get past.
Oh, and Avi's got past Alex. Down into turn 1, up the inside. There you go. Sorry, Obo. Just saw that happening.
Yeah, go on. I'm going to jump back on board quickly and see this.
And I think Alex is going to try and come back at Avi now, going down into turn 4. DRS is wide open. Now Avi was covering off the inside, but then goes back to the racing line, and Alex goes back up the inside into turn 4. So nice little fight from these two. Johnny has actually just dropped out of DRS before pipping back in it, but I think by the end of this lap he could see himself completely out of it as these guys keep fighting.
James Al now is a little battle with Chubb. Chubb's now dropped way back from Scotty. Defends on the inside, so forces James to run a long way.
Much later on the brakes.
Lovely
That's
move,
nice by James there. Round the outside, much later on the brakes.
Kept it in the track as well.
Kept it in the track. Yeah.
I think Joe's going to retire from the...
Yeah, he's annoyed about that.
Overheated tyres, it was bound to happen when you've had a little spin. So back on board with a battle for second.
So the gap as well between Moylan and Johnny now is 7.2 seconds. Still about 5 laps left, and it's coming down about 2 seconds-ish a lap. Obviously, Johnny's tyres are 20 lap old mediums, but if he gets to the back of Johnny, the only downside he's going to have, obviously, with this bit of DRS train, unless Johnny loses out on DRS, he's going to find it hard to overtake.
It's a shame for Moylan because he lost so much time on that spin. He would have been, on time-wise, ahead of these guys.
He would have been, yeah. He would have been in second.
On the fresher tyres as well, potentially chasing down the lead, essentially. I think Jack is probably lapping the same speed as Moylan on the different tyres.
It's possible. I mean, we can't see it. So I think Moylan will be lapping slightly quicker than Jack, but then Jack doesn't also have to push, so it's one of them in it. Swings and roundabouts.
James out right behind Scotty as well, so that should be a battle we've got to keep an eye on.
Yeah, here he goes. He'll come up through turn 6 and then 7.
Very difficult to make an overtake here unless you've got the better traction.
Yeah, they're weird corners. They kind of just fall off. Like they look really wide and they cut in. A bit back, a bit of a slide there from James.
We'll come back to that in a minute. Johnny just got back within DRS of these guys. Avi right behind Alex. I can't do anything here, but it's brought him so much closer into turns 2 and 3. Can he make a move into turn 4? Alex again using his overtake just where he needs to, just to get ahead.
Yeah, for like all the acceleration, and he's using it to get up to top speed quicker.
Yeah.
Johnny, that DRS zone didn't get Johnny as close as he probably would have liked to. Very low on ERS as well. The gap between Johnny and Moylan now is 6.4 seconds.
Well, Erez is going really slow ahead as well.
Moylan's been picking up the DRS off of the lapped cars in front, which is probably helping him gain.
Cheeky. As he goes past Womax there.
So battle for 7th. I'm on board at the moment with Erez, Scotty and James Al. So Erez is falling back now. 18 lap old mediums. They're going to be feeling a bit of a pinch right now. As you can see there, Scotty's all over the back of him. So that did unfortunately help out Scotty on the battle for James Al, because he got DRS on Erez. But we'll stay on board, keep an eye on that. Back to Johnny Stokes and the fight with Avi and Alex. And again, Johnny's just within DRS again, pulling him forward. Bit of a lock up there from Johnny, so not going to be able to be close enough to do anything with Avi. And again, Alex doing the exact same strategy, just bit of overtake on the exit, keeps him ahead.
Yeah. And Scotty and Erez there almost came to blows coming just down that little kink on the main straight there. Erez was really tight, and Scotty just decided there's still some track left there. I'm going to go up the inside.
Yeah,
and now Erez is going to be under attack from James Al coming down into turn 4.
There you go, so DRS open, but both of them know it's going to be difficult for James, as Neles and Carl have a little battle as well back here. Carl got DRS on Neles, so he's going to reel him back in. Goes to the outside, a little look, comes back, too far away this time, but he's got another chance in a minute as there's a spinning car.
No, I think it's someone letting him through. Elstefano letting the cars through. The gap between Johnny and Moylan is now 4.8. Hasn't come down as much as it needed to. He needed to be, it's about to be last lap. He needed to be like right on the back of Johnny here. Johnny's actually lost out on DRS though to Avi, so it's kind of a straight shoot between Alex and Avi here now.
Oh, James going to have an overtake here on Erez, as Erez has fallen out of DRS of Scotty. So DRS open for James. Goes to the inside.
To the inside already, and Erez isn't even fighting it.
No.
I think Erez knows he's accepted his fate. And there we go, nice overtake into turn 1 for James on Erez. Mr. Carl's right on the back of Neles now, coming through turn 12 before they climb up the hill down onto Main Straight. Is the DRS going to be enough for Carl to get past Neles down into turn 1?
Neles goes really wide there.
He does, and look how close Mr. Carl is as well. Now it's up to the inside line, coming down into turn 1. He's already in front. He's got the job done. Moves to the back to the racing line, and a nice overtake there from Carl. Now is Neles going to try and come back though? Coming down into turn 4. It was poor. He might not going to get another chance.
Mr. Carl defends the inside.
Neles moves to the outside and
round
the outside from Neles.
Lovely move.
Lovely move there. Well done, Neles.
But James reeled back in Scotty as well at the end of the last lap, so it's James's last chance to get Scotty. He has got the pace over Scotty, definitely there.
Yeah, but they're coming up. Well, coming up to start the last lap, so there's not much more of a chance after this for James. Moylan's 2.6 behind Johnny, and Johnny's tyres now are really feeling the burn. He's dropped down to 3 seconds behind Avi, so Moylan might get close enough to have a run up to the line, maybe, but it's gonna be close.
James not close enough there. You have to try and do it somewhere else if he wants any chance of beating Scotty. So we'll jump back to Avi and Alex as Jack's going to cross the line to take the win of this race. Yeah, done very well there, wiggle. Jack.
Giving us a little wiggle there he goes. First place from Jack, well raced all through this session.
Oh, Alex got a penalty.
Alex did pick up a penalty. That's going to drop him behind Avi. And 1 point gap between Johnny and Moyland is 1.4. Obviously, Moyland has that penalty, so that's going to drop him absolutely nowhere.
Oh, Johnny ran out of fuel.
Oh,
that was
lucky
close.
Boy. Lucky boy.
Scotty's flashing as well. James is out.
Whoa, he's lost it. He has lost it on turn 9. 10, sorry, turn 10.
Jesus, I didn't see that happening.
So who's coming around turn 10 now? Nellis might get.
Carl can get a point. He's got a penalty.
There we go.
Oh, Carl. That penalty, man, has cost you.
Wow, he still had to get past Nellis, to be fair.
Yeah, do reserves get taken out this race, or do they keep the points, Rob?
They keep the points and they go to the team as well, but they stay against the reserve. So if the reserve took a full-time seat,
they keep their points.
They keep their points.
Oh, it's a shame.
So there we go.
Carl was very close to getting the promise, the old promise. Well, James, what happened? Oh, that's such a shame. I thought it was going to be a good battle there for you and Scotty. I think we raced to the finish. Oh, okay, never mind. Still would have been good to watch. But Jack takes the win in this race. Very good race from him. He had a bit of a spin earlier. Not able to anyone to capitalise on it, and he will win this race. Avi comes in second. Second because of penalties, and Alex will come in third. There we go. Right. So final standings. So Jack, like I said, Jack in first. Avi in second based on penalties. Alex third place. Johnny running out of fuel on the line will still come in fourth. Moyland comes in fifth for his penalty as well. Does stay there. Unfortunately for him, that little spin earlier. Dutchface in sixth. Erez in seventh. 8th is Scotty, Chubb in 9th, and Neles will claim the last point in 10th. We have Mr. Carl in 11th, and our one lap over is James Al, El Stefano, Rumax, GGC, Aldin Effers, Speedy, Booker, and DXT Rob Sim Racer. Great race again from these guys. So much fun to watch. It was nice to have back Alex for one night only.
Yeah, well, you never know. If I'm not working on a Monday and I'm not doing anything else, then I'll be about.
Good stuff. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Thanks Rob for jumping in as well. I've said sorry, we did kind of just constantly just talk all the way through. And James as well for your little comments as well during the race. So James, I got to know, was it a mistake to go onto the hards, or did you intend to do that? Oh, you intend? Okay. Oh, fair enough.
Fair play.
So there we go. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Mrs. Carl, for in the chat. Cons, Craig, Rob, Moylands, everyone that watched. If you do like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe as well. Up to 137 subscribers, so thank you very much. We'll just have a look what's the next race in the calendar. Have a little check. Where is the calendar? Can't find it. There we go. Next race
USA.
Will be USA. There we go. Thank you. So USA will be our next race. Join us again. If you want to TTFL is going to be on Friday. We've got Portimao, I believe, Portugal. That'll be done with DXT Ferret Gaming. Then later on, be on board with Rob in DXT Rob Sim Racer on YouTube for the GP2. Again, we're doing USA. And then we'll basically back to Monday again. So thank you very much for watching. Alex, any final words you want to say?
Thank you everyone for watching. It's nice to be back. quickly, briefly. Have a great race next week.
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
Goodbye.
Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you next week. Goodbye. Clubs.